Source of inner wisdom. Going within to connect with the source of our inner wisdom is a primary need for our spiritual self. In this video, let's look at why this is important and a simple process that we can use to dig deep within and access that inner wisdom. Hi, this is Nirmala Shekhar, a coach and a body talk practitioner from Singapore, and we are currently exploring our spiritual needs in a map of self care. In the previous video, I looked at how expanding beyond ourselves puts us in touch with the awe and wonder of this universe. That same majesty and beauty is also available within us. When we expand ourselves beyond our existence, we create an expansion of our awareness and our own consciousness. And this expansion creates space in our inner world, space that we can use to cut through our inner mental and emotional clutter and dig deep within to access the source of our inner wisdom. But why do we need to go within? What's so special about that? Today, in this world, when we look at all the achievements human beings have made, whether it's in the area of studies, work, profession, sports, music, arts, relationships, even, when we look at any source of achievement, we will realize that there are two things that are very important for success and achievement: acquiring of skills and putting in effort. But it's not just the acquiring of skills or the effort that makes a difference. The real importance is in the mindset with which we acquire our skills and the mindset with which we put in that effort or hard work. And this mindset can either break us or make us. This mindset again is a product of our inner world, not the product of our outer world. It's a product of our inner world. Let's take a look at another example. I want to share with you these seeds, the mung bean seeds that I'm sprouting for my salads. And what you will see in these seeds is that all seeds start first by going within, by going downward into the soil, or in this case, just sprouting, and then picking up the nutrients from its surroundings and using that downward movement, downward growth to then project itself above the soil into beautiful plants and trees. This downward growth is responsible for the outward expansion and growth. Another example, if you take an egg and break it, all that we are getting is raw material for our dishes. But when that same egg breaks from within, it gives rise to the birth of a new life. We have infinite possibilities within us. All those possibilities become available only when we start going within for the right mindset, for the right guidance, and then use that to grow outward with those possibilities and potential. Introspection, reflection, silence, mindfulness, meditation are all wonderful tools that we can use to go within. The tools are many, but the route to go within is the same. We start first with becoming aware of our body. And at that time, most of us become aware of the tension that we are holding in different parts of the body. Consciously making the effort to relax that part of the body and release the tension allows us to deepen our awareness. We go to the next level, and at that point, we become aware of our thoughts and feelings. And for most of us, at this point, we decide this is enough. I don't need to do this anymore. I have so many things that I need to take care of on my to do list. And we stop this process. Why do we do this? It's because at this point, going within feels uncomfortable. So, consciously or unconsciously, we are calling a stop to this process of going within. I would like to invite you to imagine a room that is very messy, filled with clothes, books, things strewn all over the room, on the bed, on the floor, in the shelves. There is no space in that room. It's a junkyard. And most of us have faced a room like this at certain times in our lives. What do we do? If we need something from that room, we just go in, spend the least possible time in that room, take what we need easily, and then come out. The thought of decluttering that room is too overwhelming, and we decide to put it off for another day. Now imagine that you have a special occasion for which you need a particular red color dress, which you know you have, and it is there in that pile of clothes somewhere in that room. When was the last time you saw that? When was the last time you wore that particular dress? Is it easy to access and use that particular dress? Our inner wisdom is like that particular dress, caught up in all our mental and emotional clutter. If Mary Kondo were to come and clear up all that clutter, this is what she would say: clear space and then pile everything that you own in that space. Take each item. If it gives you joy, keep it. If it doesn't, release it with gratitude. This process of decluttering is something that each one of us has to do in our inner world. When we do that, that red dress, that inner wisdom becomes very easily available to us, accessible to us, and can even become our best friend. The first step to that decluttering process is to create a space. When Marie Kondo said to create a space and then pile all your things in one place, what that means is to create a demarcation between me and my belongings. When I create that boundary between me and my belongings, then I realize that I own these belongings. The belongings do not own me. I can choose to keep the particular item or I can let it go with gratitude. And we need to create a similar space and time for reflection to do this inner work. A space that will allow us to know that I am not my body, I am not my thoughts, I am not my feelings. I can choose to accept my thoughts and feelings if they give me joy, or I can choose to let my thoughts and feelings go with gratitude if they do not give me joy anymore. And this distinction is very important in that inner decluttering process. It's a slow process. Imagine that room full of things. It's not going to be cleared in a day. It's not going to be cleared if I make no attempt to clear it either. So I need to work on it. I need to set aside small periods of time when I quickly start decluttering that room, but eventually I will be able to start creating more and more space in that room and even find my special red dress. Similarly, if I start regular decluttering of my thoughts, my emotions, my feelings, I start creating space in my inner world, and my inner wisdom becomes available to me. It becomes available to me in a way that I can make best friends with this inner wisdom, this inner guidance. When I make friends with my inner wisdom, then my need for external validation reduces because I have the love and guidance of my own best friend within me. All of us have the spiritual need to go within and access our inner wisdom. Without access to this inner wisdom, no matter what successes we have in our external world, a time will come when the same success that was exhilarating before feels dry and meaningless after some time. That is the time when we realize that we need something deeper within us, something that fulfills us, satisfies us. And that satisfaction, that deep inner connection comes when we go within and access our best friend, our inner guidance, our inner wisdom. In this day and time when external travel is restricted, is a good opportunity for all of us to start this inward journey and make friends with our inner wisdom. That's all for you in this video. Thanks for joining me. This is Nirmala Shekhar. Bye bye. Namaste. Do subscribe and hit the bell button for more weekly content on self care. And if you want even more actionable content on self care, do join me in the Facebook group for weekly lives, discussions, and more tips.